Hey everybody, welcome back. It's part 18. This is the final part. And I decided to leave the credits in. I'm not going to be talking over them, but they're there. So we're back on Earth, or Gaia, or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called the Blue Planet. So now we're looking through the telescope. The same guy who saw the meteorites. And we just see the moon leaving for good. Yeah, it looks like it's more like it's orbiting than leaving, but it is leaving, so don't worry about that. We don't have to worry about the crater ever again. And we are on our way home. So we all safely got away right before it all fell apart, just like Cecil just said. And we're going to take our crystals back to Earth, even though we know that that makes them target for anything that for any of the survivors that may be out there. I mean, who knows? He may not have been the last one. He could have been. He could just thought he was the last one. And that's highly unlikely. So now we're back in Torah, and the Earth crystal's back where it belongs, in the altar. Is it Torah or Toria? Oh look, Lenore's there. And I bet you know who that girl in the brown hair is, if you remember Edge's story. Given that was a while ago, but still. So Lenore said that she wants to quest, and they said, oh, what is it? And now we're in Mysidia, where Palam's looking at the water crystal back in its altar. And Porum just came to talk to him, because the Elder wants to see them both. So I guess the Elder's okay, not dead. And the Ramu did a lot of damage to him. Well, yeah, he is pretty old. So old and he doesn't even know holy. So he became the Elder, I'm not sure. So he said, are you going to continue your sage training? And Palam said, nah, I think I'll stay here and just help out in Cydia. In his own way, of course, so. I like how he's calling Palam the Darkness, like, it's something really bad. But he just uses black magic, so. So the trainer, I mean, the Elder punished him to tell him to go train his magic some more. So I wonder if that's the same black mage that Palam took, or to Malardeals, or just some random black mage. Oh, Lenora came to see everyone, yay. It's good to have Lenora back, even though I never used her, after her story at least. And then I didn't lose a lot of people after their story. So she gave up on being an epitot, or however you pronounce it, and she came here to learn to become a sage. No, wait, I don't think she said that yet. But yeah, she came here to become a sage, and she wants Palin to help her become one. And Born could probably help too, even though she's pretty trained in white magic already. So that's what happened to them. Now let's find out what's going on with Luca and the dwarves. Well, one dark crystal's back where it belongs. Oh, I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him there. So he wants us to protect the crystal, just like we always have. So, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, hey, it's Mid. That's Sid's grandson. So I wonder if that's a Final Fantasy V reference or not. Might be. Because in Final Fantasy V, Sid had a grandson, and his name was Mid. Given this, Mid doesn't look quite as... They don't look anything alike. They're still both his grandson, and they're both named Mid, so... So you might see a purple dwarf, and if you never edged this story, you know who that is. Oh yeah, back in City, you might also saw that frog, and that frog, again, is familiar. So now we're in Fabul with the wind crystal. And he said, well, we know what the crystals are really meant for. Can things ever go back to the way they were? And I don't see why not. I mean, unless I was right and he really wasn't the last survivor. I don't see why you can't. Now that we know where Yang is, and he's out training his daughter. Yeah, somebody should quote that. And if you don't have a daughter, you can replace daughter with son. If you don't have any children, then there's no point to saying it anyway. Because you have a daughter, you can just say the original quote. Back in Nabalon? Or, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't... Damascus? I guess that's how you say it. And the fire crystal's back where it belongs. I don't know where the crystal room is in this palace. Or castle or whatever it is. I guess there's no difference between a palace and a castle. I don't know where the crystal room is. I think it's on the side somewhere. I think I know one time I've never seen it in Final Fantasy IV, but I'm not 100% sure where it is. Music's pretty good in this part. Oh hey, it's Tella. Haven't seen him yet. Well, I think we did see him one time. And Anna, but we saw her before too, so. This is Ebelon. I don't know what I was thinking earlier. And they're looking for Edge, but Edge isn't there. We all know where Edge is. He's going down to... Oh, you play Final Fantasy IV, you probably know where he's going. They didn't really state it in this one as much as they did in the original game. So his ninjas appear and say, "Oh well, we got everything's fine where we were looking at." So he said, you don't have to be my ninjas anymore. They want to be his ninjas anyway, and they're going to wait for his next order." Those weren't really kind words. Whatever. So, now we're missed. And guess who else lives here? And they gave her a different name. Cure. So they're teaching her how to be a normal human. Even though she's not really human. Oh hey, look who it is. It's Leviathan and Ashura, the king and queen of the Adolans. If you didn't save them on the moon, this scene will still happen, and they'll just tell you how they... Basically how they survived is that they were able to somehow escape the moon at the last second. I don't really see how that works, but you get this scene either way. And they're just saying, "Oh, we couldn't. You can't come back to the Fey March. You know, I'm pretty sure we got rid of that rule, and they decided to come see her. She can't come see them, so they come to see her. It's fine, I guess." And they're amazed how much she looks like Rydia when she was little. Hey, it's Edge. Yeah, I'm sure being a king is really hard and takes up a lot of your time. Especially back in this day. I'm not sure Edge is really happy to play with Rydia. I gotta start, but that was a bad joke. Back in Baron. Theodore and Cecil are about to have a duel. Sword on sword, steel against steel. Let's find out who wins. I guess, well, in a duel, someone usually dies. I guess it's more of a sparring match. And for some reason, Cecil's doing very little damage. And he was doing over 2,000 in the last match. Maybe they're using training swords or something. But yeah, this is the last fight of the game. It's not really even a fight. The truth is, Cecil's the last boss. Okay, that's enough. Oh, and it's Kane. Isn't that great? So as you might have guessed, Kane is now head of the Red Wings. And Theodore is part of the Red Wings. Now, I don't think it's customary for a prince to be part of that back in this time, but oh, whatever. I don't see why Gomez didn't just stay with them. And just stay with your bro, dude. I mean, he's king. I'm sure he can find you a house or something. No, no, I want to wander the stars and be lonely for the rest of my life. Maybe he's hoping to find Fusaya or something. Maybe, I don't know. So Gomez is now going to tell us what happened to the aftermath of his story. So he basically is going to see if any of the Lunarians are still alive. But the moon is probably not even in one piece anymore. So the chance of anybody still being alive is slim to none. But, oh well, I guess if he really wants to go, he can go. So now they're basically removing all the cannons and stuff, saying that the Red Wings will never be used for war again. And then Lucas says, well, that sounds like something like King Cecil will come up with. So, man, let's start this. So we had to go to Edward. He needs some building material. Looks like Cecil gave Luca a job too as pilot of the Wood Wings. And that was Final Fantasy for the After Years. And we ride off into the blue sky. So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the credit and the good music, and we'll see. I'll see you next time in some other game. Bye.